You can have a regular normal body guy with his shirt off trying to inspire people. You can have me, a guy with no legs and one arm. My name is Nick Santanastasso. I have Hanhart syndrome. And Hanhart syndrome is a rare genetic disorder which either leaves the baby with undeveloped limbs or undeveloped organs. In my case, it was just my limbs that were, affected. Middle school was like my rock bottom. I was always asking, why was I born like this? Had suicidal thoughts. Wrestling started me on, the answer to why. I had to have standing ovations when I lost. And I just didn't understand because I'm a very competitive person. I'm like, you're not supposed to cheer on someone that loses. After the matches, I'd have parents come up to me and be like, hey, my kid never did a sport and he saw you today and now he signed up for all these sports, because he sees that if you're doing it, there's no excuse for him not to. It was that's why I'm here. And I wanted to break into the fitness industry because I was inspired by these fitness guys that, sit around with their six-pack next to their nice car. But getting into it, it's much more than that. It's how you can move people and show them that living a healthy lifestyle is not as hard as you think it is, especially if I can do it. My life revolves around, eating and training and posting. I look at being fit, I look at motivating, inspiring as a duty. I got a message from a UK mom. She had twins and one of the twins' legs had to be amputated. She said that they watched the videos together and he goes, like me, mom, he's like me, mom. I didn't have that as a kid. I didn't have someone to look up to. That kid can, oh, I don't know how to do this. Let me look at Nick's page. That's why I do this.
For most of my life, I was told that I was never going to be able to throw a curveball, let alone pitch, because of my condition. Looking back on it, I just want to prove people wrong. I just go up there, I grab the ball, and I think to myself, I run this game. Growing up, my mom, my dad, they wanted me and my brother to play sports, find something that we love. I got a lot of stares and a lot of questions, but for me, I've always just yeah, I was born with it. I don't know any other way, this is me.
Dylan has Proteus syndrome. Once a baby is born, their body parts never stop growing. In the first 5 years of his life, he had 6 surgeries, but Dylan's been able to deal with those and adapt.
In my case, it was my fingers and my toes. I can't really move. These 3 fingers and then these 2. I had issues that most people take for granted, like buttoning up a shirt. The sleeve ones, those are the worst.
He thinks that if you can do it, he should be able to do it, and he figures out how to do it.
Baseball's always been my favorite sport, but I've had some obstacles because I've had to figure out how to catch because I can't squeeze my glove, and it's the same thing with my curveball. Most people have both fingers on it, but I just use one and I learned a new grip.
The way the ball comes off of his middle finger and ring finger, he just gets a lot more spin than normal people do.
It turns out, because of my condition, I can throw a curveball that few other pitchers can. Even though I wasn't the fastest pitcher and I didn't have the greatest body for pitching, I always knew that I could pitch because I was accurate and I could hit my spots.
When Dylan came here as a freshman, he was never a guy that we thought was going to contribute as much as he did. And almost by accident, he got his opportunity.
We were playing our rival school in the second game of the year, and our pitcher was struggling.
Dylan was the only pitcher on the bench, and he threw 3 scoreless innings. And then we kind of knew at that point that we had something.
After that, my ERA was the second best on the team. The highlight of the year for me was when I came 2 outs shy of throwing a no-hitter. A lot of people were surprised, but I knew that I could do it, and it just showed everyone that I'm a good pitcher. My family was always loving and said, just be you, everything will work out.